What up, boys and girls? Scott Films, Tough Napkin back at it again. We're out on the race again here. We do have a new bike coming next week, which is that'll be announced hopefully by Friday, coming in on Wednesday. So should be pretty cool. It is a we'll give you a little hint. It's a 72 volt. Doesn't have supermotos on it. It has the knobbies right now, but we might swap them out. It's going to be a 1916 setup, so should be pretty cool. Looking forward to it. And they were sold out of the white and the gray, so we're going with the red. So we're gonna be rocking a red one now. And the blue Talaria is no more. I did switch it up, gave it to one of my buddies because he wanted it pretty bad. I actually did. I was riding with what are we calling him? Forgot what his name was. We had a secret code name for him, but you guys know who it is. It's not Turbo. What's his name? What do we call him? This guy. I'll remember it as we ride, but yeah. So I was riding home with him and ended up coming pretty far back in a wheelie, and I didn't cover the brake at all. And I got so far back that I was looping, and then I ended up grabbing the brake and just like slowly falling and did a small little dump to the side, but nothing too bad. I did bust my backpack open because it had that super heavy the 12 amp Talaria charger, but everything was fine. It works. Bike's good. Just a little scratch on the pegs and the bar end there, but for the most part, it's usable. So my buddy will enjoy it. But I think you guys are gonna like what we got coming here. It's got a little bit more power than the Triple X. We'll see if you guys can guess it. If you guys can guess it, leave it in the comments your guesses. It's a 72 volt, 8,000 watt motor with 35 amp hour battery, so around a little over 2,500 watt hours in the battery pack. And it looks like a dirt bike. Kind of almost like similar to a Stark Varg, but not the exact same. So it should be pretty cool. I'm excited for that 8,000 watt motor to see what it can do. And if you guys can see, we have these little police radios here. They're like 5 watts, so not super powerful, but they're the Baofeng UV5R. So you can tune into citywide police. You can also jam out to your favorite tunes on the radio, and you can communicate with your buddies on rides, and the batteries last like forever. So super cool to have. I mean, they're like 15, 20 bucks, you know. Great radios. They are not waterproof though, so make sure you don't get them wet. Everybody's just chilling on the bike path today. But yeah, right now we are headed from downtown South Loop. There was actually, I just overheard on the radio, they had a bomb threat on the CTA. I think it was like 500 South State or something like that. It's all clear now, but all the trains were stopped for a little while. So a lot of delays downtown today on a Sunday. But yeah, this bike should be pretty sick. When I sold the Talaria, I was getting like wheelie withdrawal, so I knew I had to get something else. I still do have the 2 Segway e-mopeds. Love those. I don't think I'll ever get rid of those, and then I gotta keep at least one wheel on deck, you know. Maybe when the P6 price drops down a little bit, I'll go ahead and scoop one of those up But for now, I mean, the race is doing its job. Loving the race so far. The additional seat height compared to the V14, it's like no other. It just makes it super comfortable and easy to ride for longer seated rides, and just the stability too with the lower pedals and that bigger whatever it is, 18 or 20. I think it's an 18 or no, maybe it's a 20 inch rim on it. Could be wrong, because the V14 was a 16, so maybe it's a 20. Gonna fly by this guy here. And as always, you guys know we are rocking the Sport Crocs. They've saved my life way too many times. If you've ridden with me, you know the power and the luck of these Sport Crocs. So I don't think we'll ever get rid of them. Got to put a hole in the bottom of them before I throw them out. Do a little bit of seated riding here. Cruising on the front path here. Getting a little static on the radio. We are still picking up citywide. So they got a couple different frequencies that you can run. They have, I believe it's 460 125, and then they have 460 250. So 125 is going to be for citywide, and there are other different like sections, you know, based on the districts and whatnot, if you want to listen in. But and then for the 250, 460 250, that's going to be like major incidents. So stuff like that, which I'm surprised they put the bomb threat on the 125, but I guess citywide everybody's got to be aware. So pretty crazy stuff. Flying, dude. Getting used to holding the Insta with the strong winds, because if you hold it to the side, it really pulls you and throws off your balance a little bit. It's something you got to get used to. Maybe I'm just getting better on the race, but definitely feel super comfortable. My left pedal, both of the pedals are a little bit weird for me. They come loose every now and then, so that's one thing with Begode. Maybe it's just a grub screw on the bottom, but who knows. Got some nice e-scooters there. I don't think I'll ever get another scooter. I did have that K6, the Shark King Tiff Gallop. It was like ridiculously fast, but the charging was a little bit slow, and I don't know. I just don't like to have to hold it with two hands all the time, because with the scooter, if you're holding it with just one, I mean, you're gonna wipe out for sure if you hit any kind of bump in the road or pothole. So, but they're fun, you know. They're cheaper to buy, and they'll get you around pretty quick. Beautiful 65 degrees on a Sunday in Chicago. We are headed north on the Lakefront Trail. But that wind is thick, man. Holy crap. Trying to cut through it a little bit. But yeah, from what I can tell, the race is pretty much waterproof to an extent of it. If you ride in the rain, and if you just dry it off, just make sure your bearings are dry, and then drop a little gear oil on them, or maybe some grease, rub it in there. Just make sure everything's good, because the Begode bearings are known to rust. So, which I don't know how sealed the motor is inside. I haven't taken this one apart yet. Haven't had to. This is also a tubeless tire, so wonder how I'm gonna, if I do get a flat or anything, how I would reseat it on the bead without having like some compressed air, or maybe just use some straps to make sure it holds. But super excited for Wednesday. The bike will be delivered. We might have a sponsor too of the channel, to be determined. They're having us shoot a couple videos for them, and hopefully they're going to send us a couple bikes to review, which should be pretty cool. And I know I haven't put out a video in a little while with any commentary. I'm actually building a house So I purchased a lot in Rogers Park. So I've been downtown in the South Loop. I've been out in Elmwood Park, Oak Park area, and now I will be a little bit north, a little bit west of Montrose. So right in a little bit south of Rogers Park area. So it's a super nice area. Found a nice lot over there, and I'm going to be building a new house. So hopefully it'll be done by the end of this year, and then that'll make commutes to Montrose much better, and then going downtown. So should be pretty cool. I'm super excited for that, but just been dealing with builders and architects and attorneys and you know, agents and whatnot, trying to get all that figured out. So that is why I have not been out. And you know, I have a full-time job, so got to keep going to work doing that. So I haven't had too much time to film, but there is more coming. Scud Films is not dead. We have a lot planned for this summer. New bikes coming in we're gonna review, and a lot of group rides that we've missed that we're gonna try to make it to this year. So should be a lot of fun. Stay tuned, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means nothing to you and everything to us. Quote Turbo Montana, which we haven't seen Turbo in I think it's been almost a year now. So we'll see if he comes around. But he's been ghost right now. I think he's doing Uber Eats. He's got his Uber Eats going. But if you guys haven't subbed to Turbo, shout out Turbo. Give him a sub. He is putting in the work for sure, making some good content out there. So but I am very excited to get this new bike. So should be a lot of fun. Derp. Derp is his name. That's what we're calling him. So yeah, Derp is on the Valtinzu, the EM20, I believe it is. So he bought about, I think 4 or 5 of them. I think it was 4. And then he sold, well, we built them all. And then, you know, he sold 3 of them, and he kept one and switched one with the Supermotos. And then he still has his Alibaba Express build, which is pretty cool. And he threw a bigger battery in there. They're not parallel batteries, but they're both, I believe it's 48 volt or 52, one of the two. But I mean, that thing has killer range, and it's still running strong. Just getting a little rusty, but I'm sure he'll bring it out this summer. It is the beginning of May, beginning of summer here, so we're starting to see leaves on the trees and people out and about. So it's a great time to be living in Chicago. We're gonna go check on. Also Derp is gonna have. We're gonna be able to put the boat in at Montrose this year, so he's got to slip again. So we'll have some more boat content for the big boat, the Crown Line, and then obviously, you know, we'll have the dinghies out as well, the Hillbilly Express and the Love Boat. We're hoping to either get some upgraded motors on those things to make them go a little bit faster. Right now, the Love Boat's hitting around 17 miles an hour at max throttle, and then the Hillbilly Express is showing, I think we were going like 14 or 15 miles an hour. It's still pretty quick for a little 7 horsepower, you know, Hankai motor, you know. So those things are awesome. No issues with them so far. It looks like, ooh, she definitely wiped out on her bike over there. That's not fun. Also, Derp took a huge spill. I'll show you guys where it happened. So me and him, I was on the wheel, the race here, and you know, we were just getting some speed, and let me show you up here. Right around this turn, it was pretty rainy out. Well, it was just wet. The roads were fine, but there were huge puddles. So right around this turn, he comes around, hydroplanes, and then you can even see the crash mark right there. Oh, it is windy. Where he just he, with the EM20, the Valtenzu, he hits the hydroplanes on the water, and then there's a massive like mud puddle, and he just front wheel goes in and he just flips over and he tumbles. It was nuts. And then he gets right back up, and thank God he had a helmet on because his helmet was all muddy and everything, but looks like he hit pretty hard, but he was all good, so no injuries. He kind of just laughed it off, and gonna take it a little easy on the turns next time. But it was pretty crazy. That's why we always got to be filming, because we miss like the craziest stuff. Like when I looped the Talaria, my first loop ever, by the way. So I've never. That's one of the bikes that I actually learned to wheelie on, other than the EKX X21 Max. But I mean, I didn't really have it down as well as I did with the Triple X. Wasn't as easy. Didn't have enough power. I think it peaked at like 6,000, but they were like 3,000 watt motors, and they were hub motors too, with still a 60-volt system. But the suspension in the rear was way too bouncy, so every time you came back on the brakes to lower that front wheel down, it would just pop you off. Pretty hard to control, and the weight distribution wasn't what it needed to be for. It was more for just like cruising, like a normal e-bike. But the Talaria is one of my favorite, stunt bikes. Just so balanced and easy to gauge what's going to happen with it. You can flick it around a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping, that the balance on this new bike is pretty similar to the Talaria. But we're going to see, because we're going from 17/17s up to we're going back to the 19, and then now with a 16 on the rear. So we should have a little more torque with that 16, be able to pick it up a little easier. But we'll see how she goes. Definitely gonna get a little seat time on it before I pop it up, but we'll just feel it out. But it should be pretty standard stuff, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna loop over here on the little bird sanctuary, I believe this is. Or the butterfly sanctuary. We're gonna go check on Uncle Peter over here, see if he's out, see if he's got his boat out or not. He's got the same. He's on the same slip as Derp and I. So go check on him and see what's going on. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. We have a lot of videos coming up for the summertime. And if you guys are interested, we are opening a Segway Off-Road X2 architectural tour business out in Michigan City, Indiana. So if you're interested, send us a message on Facebook and we can get you. And we also have those. We're going to include the little Segway mopeds in those tours. So we've got about 8 of the off-road X2s right now. And the 2 mopeds, the Segway mopeds, will be for anyone that doesn't, feel comfortable riding the Segways. So if you guys are interested, drop us a message. We'll send you the info and give you guys a tour out there. It's pretty cool. Oh, I thought that was coming from my wheel. Just the wind on the gate. Scared me for a second. 312-642-9378. That way you can educate yourself and make a guess that speed and maybe get that 197 Whatever drive. Chicago's looping over to Montrose here. Oh, another hint about the new bike, which you guys will see. I think I'll be able to get something out by Friday. It'll come on Wednesday, and then I got to take my daughter to gymnastics Wednesday, so I might not have time to put it together. If I do, I'm sure I'll be so excited. She'll be helping me build it, so we could do an unboxing and put it together for you. And the company that sent me the bike, they hooked me up pretty good, so I'll give them a little shout out. And Everybody's out today here at Montrose. All the boats are in. Somebody's got our slip though this year, so he's gonna have to get a new one. Or maybe it is still open. But kids breaking into an abandoned building. No weapons. Pretty cool. You guys got to get one of these radios. They're sick, and they come with you can like upgrade the battery pack and everything. Get like a USB-C port if you want. I just use the dock. I mean, the battery lasts all day, even with the small one. But Derp has the big battery pack, so one charge will last like a full day. It's pretty much all you need. But he's gonna throw me one of the smaller ones.
And no firm is even close. Then we got to think, what if we could prevent these terrible events before they occur? So we built the AI-powered.
But I am kind of excited to have the knobbies again with the instead of the supermotos, because even on the wheel I'm like slipping around in the grass. So just to be able to bail into the grass whenever you need to, it's a big plus, you know. But I might have to switch them to the supermotos. We'll see how it goes. Definitely looks better and a little more. I think you do get a little more range with the supermotos, if I'm not wrong. But got some nice bikes here, dude. Beautiful day. I gotta say, the battery and the range on the race is amazing. Like I've never gone out. Just the top speed that you can ride this thing at, I don't know what it is. I think it's like 74 miles an hour. I've never gone higher than 50, but you can ride at like the highest speed and it'll just maintain the it doesn't eat into the battery as much as I'd ride the V14 at around what do you call it, like the max 43 and getting the beeps and the tilt back, you know, and it would I could just see the percent dropping. With this, it's like, I mean, it definitely has a bigger battery pack, of course, but it is a higher voltage. Still a little bit. It's almost the same watt or the same amp hours though, if you do the math on it. Obviously, it has more watt hours because it's a 210 volt system, but we'll take a loop over to the. Let's see if I can cut through here. We'll go over to the lighthouse and we'll end the video there. But I am super excited to show you guys this new bike, and I hope you like it, because I know I will for sure. A little bit windy and wavy today. Jump over here. Yeah, you really got to watch your battery packs and your pedals on this, because it is super low, but I've gotten used to it. Unlike the V14 where you can go over almost anything. Beautiful Chicago skyline over here. Oh, looks like we got some sewage.
Hey, that was our exit. We're gonna miss the first pitch.
Like I was saying though, this wheel is like, every time I've gotten it dirty and taken it on like a, you know, in the rain or just on like a dirt trail and gotten it all dirty, I just throw it in my bathtub and then pretty much power wash it, and then I'll take it out, you know, wipe it down, and I put like a fan on it, and then just make sure the bearings are nice and dry. Other than that, I mean, and then I don't turn it on for like an hour or so afterward, just to be safe, you know. But I mean, all the seals and everything are, from what I can tell, really good, so that's pretty nice. Good build quality. And the suspension, I found out on mine was loose and it was leaking a little bit, so I had to unscrew one of the sanctions, and then just fill it up. I just ended up doing both, so I just put new oil in both of them, so they're both the same, like rebound and whatever you call it, the compression. Mini beach here. One of my favorite spots to go to. Little sketchy though, with the The whole dock falling apart here, just crumbling from getting hit by the waves over the years. But yeah, guys, turn on your post notifications. New videos should be out on around Friday, I'm hoping for. If I don't get around to it, there should be a group ride, I believe, for Chicago PEV on Thursday. So we will see. And then Derp is actually going to hit me on the radio because he's got one too. And he's going to meet me over here. But we're not going to be filming. We're just going to be hanging out. So, but it is super windy over here. So I'm not going to go any further. We're just going to cut it and enjoy the nice weather. Oh, dude, this wind is ridiculous. A little bit scary. You don't know how to like, handle one of these things. With the Pagoda, the race, this thing like kind of like cuts through the wind, whereas the V14 would like catch the wind and kind of like knock you over almost. But this thing kind of just cuts through it. It's more like your body. You just got to worry about getting pushed by it. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty manageable for the most part. But it is blasting me right now. But nothing beats riding an EUC. I mean, these things are just the best, man. Hands-free, no brakes, no maintenance, other than you know, keeping it charged and whatnot. But just the amount of fun you can have with these things. Throw them in the back of your car, bring them anywhere. They are a little bit dangerous though, so I wouldn't just make sure you're comfortable doing whatever you're trying to do before you do it. But once you get it down, you know, then you can kind of let loose and enjoy it a little bit. I don't think I've ever gone through this little trail here. A little bit sandy. Kind of just doing a little bit of exploring today. Got another battery in progress. It's been a crazy Sunday on the Citywide channel. A lot of stuff going on. Good to have, just so you know what's happening. Ooh, don't let me wipe out, dude. So much sand. Best charging spot in Chicago right here. No, this isn't the best. The best one's on Wacker, where you can see like the whole skyline, but it's a nice spot when they have the live music during the summer. I'm excited. It looks like they're open, so should have some live music coming up soon, which should be nice. And then you got the beach right there too. But yeah, guys, stay tuned and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.